Hey, what up, guys? Back at it. I'm starting a little later today, so this is going to be a shorter session. Might just do like an hour, perhaps even less. I gotta see. But, you know, I figured I'll be able to get some amount of time in, so might as well try to just record for a bit here. Alright, so we left off starting once again in Westfall. So, very cool that we're back. Very, very cool. I know a lot of you guys like the music here. I do myself as well. The best combo for me is when it rains in Westfall. That combo is just great. The sounds of the rain with its background music is just amazing. ASMR at its best. See, this coyote Pat's like way into this farm here, so I gotta be mindful of that one. Someone's clearing out these guys. But yeah, dude, as you can see, we just started level 13. I mean, we're 1% in to this level, so I leveled last night and just immediately, you know, came back here. That was my goal to just, and I played a little later than I wanted to, but I had that goal in my mind and I didn't want to give it up, which was to say that, you know, I wanted to make it to Westfall by the end of that gameplay, and we did. We made it, man. So, you know, even though it is a long ways away, comparable to current playtime, 11 hours, to level 18, where we left off as far as our record, I think it's, at the very least, a lot more seemingly close than it was before. Starting in Northshire Valley again was rough, dude, but it's part of the journey, man. This might not even be the last run, the last attempt. You know what I mean? Could end up dying at like, I don't know, 46 or something. You never know. Or a lot sooner than that. But as you can see, I saved up a lot of food from the drops we got from kobolds. I mean, a lot of these apples are actually even from Northshire Valley. Like, I saved for a lot of it, so, you know. I mean, we got just about 100 apples. I just keep thinking about it. Like, imagine someone carrying just a sack of 100 apples everywhere. It's classic Saitama for you. The goal for me really is to get as many bananas as we can on the way to the top. And there are bananas, the telebeam bananas that drop from the chests that are laid out around Westfall, so, you know, that's a fun mini game, I guess, to explore for sure. A lot of RNG, but that's WoW. Yeah, people are farming these guys down right now. Hold on, let me see if I can't. I like the level 9s more because I don't feel like I'm an inch from death every time I go after one. I wonder if it's yet necessary to use Blood Rage. It was actually really useful using Blood Rage at around like 17, 18. Prior to that, though, keeping that extra health might be smarter, you know? Because I can't quite remember what the amount of health that we lose is from using Blood Rage, but I think it's somewhere around like 10, 20 health. That's pretty big for Saitama, you know? In some circumstances, could actually mean the difference between life and death, so I gotta be careful with that, you know what I mean? Hold on. Hold on a second, just open up the stream. So happy to finally catch a stream. Thanks for the contact. Hey, man. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Thank you, too. Yeah, I mean, it didn't really take that long to get back to Westfall, all things considered. It took like, yeah, 11 hours, I guess, playtime to get back here. But it's also like 11 hours of, you know, knowing exactly which mobs to face. You know, because if you don't, it can mean pretty certain death, which I've experienced. As you guys probably know. Collectively, I have over 5 days of playtime on the Warrior, which is more or less the amount of playtime that I've had on Saitama as a whole. But yeah, dude. I find this stupid and relaxing to watch, but there's no way I can do this. Yeah, dude, I mean, that's part of it for me, too. It's actually kind of relaxing to do this. And you might ask why. I would say it's because I kind of I like the idea that there's, like, always something more to achieve in any game that I play, but especially WoW. And I always find, like, it kind of gets boring for me when I reach the top. It's like, I think about the example when I was making, like, level 19 Twinks, especially in, like, Wrath of the Lich King. It was so fun and so exciting, and I would work so hard to get all the best gear, going into the specific dungeons, or going to, like, Gurabashi Arena for the trinkets, or a single trinket, depending on how you're going about it. And yeah, getting the right enchants, you know, knowing the right rotations for things, learning all, like, the terrain exploits in Warsong Gulch, for example. Like, that stuff was just so fun to me. But then I got to a certain point where it's just like, I have everything I need. Like, I'm the best now, as far as, like, gear, I guess, is concerned. Obviously, there's a lot of skill to be developed, but I don't know. You know, when I'm at that point and I don't, like, have others in real life, like real life friends to play with that, at a certain point, it's just like, I don't know, just kind of boring. I don't know. It's like, but it's the same way that, you know, Saitama feels in One Punch Man. He's starting off his series as if he's, like, you know, the final version of himself at, like if you imagine a character, like, end point at the end of whatever series they're at. I guess I don't really know much about Naruto, but I'm trying to use an example here, so I'll say that, you know, like with Naruto as he currently is now, I know he's a lot more powerful than he was in the beginning. Like, just imagine current Naruto starting as he is now in episode 1. It's basically as what Saitama is. And Saitama's just bored. He has no challenge, and he has everything he needs and everything he ever wanted. And then it's just, like, you know, depressing. So that's what I like about this, and that's why it's therapeutic, and why I like to play in such a slow mode, you know, because it's like, it's kind of exciting to me to know that, like, level 60 is just so far away. Playtime wise, like, who knows, dude? Who knows? It could be 30 days of playtime, which is just wild. And depending on how much I am able to play in the end, I mean, that could take, like, I could take a year. I don't know. I just don't know. But I'm probably going to have less time going forward here to play overall. I'll try to maintain some consistency as per usual, but life is busy, which is good. happy about it, but I will try to stick to it because I love doing this. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't torture myself. Well, it's not torture, anyways. To me, maybe to others viewing, they might think it's torture, or it's torture to just view, you know. So a lot of different ways to go think about it. What server? Oh, it's Bloodsail Buccaneers. It's a North American RP server, classic era. Yeah, I've been into Twinks for a while, but it's old now, sadly. It's old. I mean, you know, I'm always down to go back to it. The thing is like you gotta know like where to go, right? For that, there's communities always out there for Twinks. I would recommend at this point. I don't know. I doubt retail. I don't know. Maybe retail has some community for Twinks, but I'm more so into like the private server scene with, like, for example, Warmain WoW on their Wrath server Icecrown. It's just so populated all the time. Oh shit! Let me not get dazed here. That was a good fence. See, that was a good fence. Really prolongs the pathing. Guaranteed to live. I emphasize that was a good fence because the time that I died at level 18, I jumped over like a short, like, yeah, like a fence like this. I jumped over it and it's like, you know, it didn't help. And the mobs, when I'm like 18, I'm going after, well, there was like a level 15 chasing me. And they're fast, so, you know, there's only so much I can do there. Let's get crit. Yeah, get best in slot gear, learn the jumps, and then wait around all day for, yeah, the waiting for a twink queue is pretty rough. But if you try, I don't know, if you go on that server, maybe you'll find some Warmain, Icecrown. What I do, and I know it's a little extreme, but if there's not a community, I try to encourage the players that are there to create one. And I actually created the first level 19 Twink guild on Icecrown in Warmain WoW that reached 1,000 members. That was a long time. I mean, that was like several years ago at this point. I don't know, maybe it was like 2019? No, sooner. I don't know. I guess it was 2019, 2020. I'm not sure. Oh my god. I don't know. My memory's awful. But anyways, it was really fun. Really, really fun. And we even sparked the horde. Like, there was like animosity there to, like, you know, fight back, and they had their own thing going. I don't know how active it is now. Oh, you played over there on 19 Rogue named Later Gator. Oh, okay. I played on a druid named Eol. E-O-L. Named after the dark elf in Tolkien's Middle-earth. And I chose it obviously because I'm playing a night elf. And I'm like, oh, the dark elf. That's whatever. I always try to find like a Tolkien name to use, and that was one. You could probably find him on the armory, y'all. I could search up your character too. Dude, Abyss Rogue though in 19 Twinks is just, it's so fun for sure. You can't beat, like, you know, the covert missions and just, oh shit, I don't want to pull this guy. I'm trying to, like, take out the flag carrier all by yourself. Like, that's a lot of fun. You don't get that on any other class. I mean, well, you can stealth on a druid, but not at 19, so that doesn't really apply, I guess. Double AGM and Furbolg. Oh yeah, you see. Yeah, dude. Let's see. Yeah, chasing them was half the fun though, honestly. Yeah, for sure, dude. I talked about on, I think it was on Power Hour. I made one video about 19 Twinking. And I was like doing a little gameplay with y'all on there as background. Wasn't necessarily one of the more exciting games, but it was fun. Yeah, that was, it's always something I love to do. I love to like find like a niche, like category within WoW, and just try to like dominate in that category. Sorry about the background noise. That's of course there's a bird on me. That is my cat feeders. My wife and I like pre-recorded our voices to like call over the cats, and they respond. Not necessarily to the voices, but to the food for sure. Right. Oh. But yeah, like, I don't know. That whole thing of like me wanting to like dominate niche categories in WoW, it's like, you know, I'm not really dominating, because in the end it's like I'm just finding something that not a lot of people do, I guess, and then just trying to be really good at it. And in the end with like 19 Twinking, I wasn't necessarily dominating. I'm not like trying to, you know, anyways, I just had a lot of fun with it. Maybe dominate is not the right word. Just have a lot of fun with it is what I'm trying to do. It's not really a competition for me. Sometimes it is. With Twinking it is. Did you ever get on Chromicraft when the cap was 1929? Dude, I remember there was a guy named Chromie, or like something like that, on Warmane. He did a lot of flag carrying. I think his name was Chromie. He was a druid. Did he work on like a private server? What was going on there? Chromicraft, is that a private server? I did a lot of 19 Twink private servers. It escapes me. I think there was like, oh man, you're challenging me today. I got totally forget. Oh man, what was the name of this one that I did? I forget. I did a bunch. There was this one I remember, like the main hub of it, right, was in, like you imagine the ZG entrance. It was there, and the game masters, they put a lot of like vendors there, and like, you know, queue NPCs or whatever for arena, or like for, it was so cool, because it was like just so custom and, you know, so sandboxy, and yeah, like you could queue for VOA like in Wrath, but like as 19 Twinks, and it was just so like interesting to me. It didn't really last, obviously, but I don't know if you know that one. Yeah, me too. I miss them, man. Those are great. Those are the best. They'll bring it back. Someone's gonna. There's always like someone that brings the Twinking servers around. They're like, I don't know if seasonal is the word, because they don't necessarily come around like at a scheduled time every year or whatever. But anyways, there's always someone that makes something over Twinks for private servers. But yeah, just that like sandbox like custom feel to it is really, really cool. I love when people go to those lengths. Just trying to think of the name of this server, but I totally forgot. Let me think. 1 second. Whoa, instant respawn. See? That is what killed us at 18. That is what got us. I don't want to die to that. Not again. There's going to be many an opportunity to screw up. Let's not make it happen here? But yeah, dude, I don't know. Maybe the best. You know what? That is a good question though. What is the best 19 twin community right now? What, like, rather, where is the best? Sorry, I'm like doing a bunch of things at once and I forget how to talk, you know. Mancrick? Oh. That's cool. Shit, man. I would do it, but then, like, I'd have to make an 80. I don't know. I love Wrath, though. The Dungeon Finder in Wrath is just, to me, great. Because it's, like, the first time it's introduced, it's not, like... I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of it with the rose-tinted goggles right now, but I just feel like it wasn't, like, saturated to the point where it just totally ruined that community experience for people. If that makes any sense. I think it was looking for Raid and Cataclysm that sort of ended that sense of community, like, all in all. I don't know. But I did like how in Cataclysm they had, like, achievements or whatever for guilds. Like, I liked that a lot. That was cool. Because you make, like, a twin guild or something, you want to get the top-notch stuff, and you get, like, perks out of it or whatever. They took that out? LFR was wait, they took out LFR, you're saying? And we have a pretty big group of 29s on Grobulus. Oh, that's cool. Dude, I played on Grobulus for the longest time. I was a guild leader to Silmarils in Classic WoW, but they changed to, the name is Peaked at Patchwork. I'm not the guild leader. I'm not even really involved anymore. And I say guild leader, I really mean it loosely, because while I was the leader, I'd say, with sort of quotation fingers, the sort of the people that executed the plan of, like, you know, actually understanding all the raid mechanics and shit like that, those were like the officers. I had a co-GM, did a great job. All these guys sort of led the charge. LFR was terrible. It was nice being a twink and locking the XP. You can farm your own Oh yeah, for sure. The locking XP thing was the greatest thing that could have happened to the twink community. And I wanted to, in Classic WoW when it came out, I really wanted to get into twinking, but I just felt, like, discouraged from the... shit. See, if I'm getting attacked by 2 mobs, I just immediately run away. And I'm not even going to try to, like, keep the tag of the guy that I was already attacking. For me, it's just too much, too risky. In any case. I have the might buff, so I'm probably less worse off than I would otherwise be. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to live, so... Okay. I'm going to accidentally pull that guy again. No, they took the Dungeon Finder out? Why'd they take the Dungeon Finder out? I like the Dungeon Finder, personally. I just don't like the Raid Finder. Why'd they take the Dungeon Finder out? People didn't like it? I'm so far out of the loop. Did they take this out like a long time ago? Well, I guess I'm sort of like in a vacuum with WoW. I only really play up to Wrath. I play on the private server Warmane, and the only Blizzard server I play on is this, Classic. Warmane I know has the longevity behind it to, I mean, last forever, because it's backed by its donators, and they won't stop. For sure. And whoever runs the server, I'm sure they've figured out how to maintain it without losing it or whatever. Especially after they completely lost their server from a DDoS. It used to be called Molten WoW, you probably know, but it, yeah, man, it was taken out, for sure. So I think they learned a lot of lessons, and there's like a backup thing, you know this probably, but they have like a means to like back up your account like every week or whatever, so that, you know, you can, if that ever happens again, you'll have like a file, like a physical file on your computer that you can use to sort of recover all of your lost data and stuff, characters and items, whatever. Yeah, Warmane will never. I don't think it'll ever die, dude. For sure. It's that. So I want, when I play a game, right, with WoW, rather when I play WoW, not just a game. You know, I just want to know that it's gonna last, right? And I feel like with Warmane and with Classic Era, these things, I feel like they're just gonna last, you know. And I almost have more confidence in Warmane than Classic Era servers, as crazy as that might sound, because I don't know what Blizzard's gonna do, you know, in the future with Classic stuff, because I feel like there's a lot of talk about Classic Plus, not necessarily from Blizzard at all, but from the community and whatever. And there's a lot of talk about, always about like new ideas with Classic, and so I just don't know. I'm sure they'll keep Classic Era servers, but who knows, man? Who knows? Smorn, is that his name? Smorn keeps that place afloat. Is he like the main guy that runs Warmane? I love Warmane for like all the events they do as well. That's something Blizzard's missing out on. I don't know if they do. Maybe they do that at this point, but I always love like the stairs events and like the tournaments and whatever. I mean, it's just so fun, especially the stairs events. I always loved those because it's a way to like test your skills with terrain maneuverability. Maneuvering, I guess, is the way to say that. But yeah, because like I would always like, obviously with being a druid flag carrier 19 twink, I loved the aspect of terrain exploits and like getting the cool jumps in, and there's so much to that in those stairs events. 1v1 tourneys, you know, I don't know if I ever really participated in the 1v1 tourneys, because I only ever played like a Holy Pally, and still to this day, I mean, my main is a Holy Pally, and I just sort of decked him out on all the, you know, freaking Wrathful gear, and just I stick to PvP mostly, but you know, I got into a good amount of PvE for the sake of achievements and whatever, but that's another thing, man, achievements. If they made a Classic Plus, I think they would need achievements and arena. I mean, those two things are and I just think those two things are, you know, paramount to WoW's success, especially up to Wrath. Because achievements, I mean, that's kind of the reason I'm so into this challenge, is because the add-on Hardcore has achievements to it. And we're doing basically all the achievements that we possibly can, all the starting achievements that we pretty much possibly can as a warrior, without just totally lining up a death sentence. We're on that fine line, though, for sure. But I love that, because it's like you can track your progress. Other people can inspect you, just like it is in Wrath, right? And see what kind of achievements you have versus what they got when they leveled up. I think what these guys, the developers of this add-on, could benefit from is working on rather achievements that you get at 60. Because all of these, I'm pretty sure, are just for leveling these achievements. And I know the majority of the community is right now leveling, but who knows? I mean, if there's enough 60s in the future, well, let's see, how many 60s are online? 28. That's pretty good. It's actually the most I've seen online. Yeah, dude, that's pretty good. I feel like the 60 community is really growing here. Damn, Toxin died? I feel like he died at like 20-something last time. That's a bummer, dude. He died at 20. I don't know, man. An arena, like, just imagine, like, classic WoW, but, like... And I don't know, they would probably balance all the classes or whatever, but, like, just... It'd just be so cool to just, like, have a classic WoW with arena. I think that'd be awesome. Obviously, they would have to add in, like, I guess, arena points and all that stuff, but... Sky's the limit. I would play that fucking shit beyond belief, dude. For sure. Because you'd be combining the best of Classic with the best of Wrath. And I guess Burning Crusade if you're counting the, you know, arenas part. But, yeah, then, and then as far as what else they could do is just, like, you know, new content, unfinished work from back in the day that they could sort of revamp and revitalize. That stuff would be cool, man. People talk about, like, the Karazhan crypts and, like, you know, Mount Hyjal stuff, something in Azshara, maybe like a battleground. I mean, dude, just wild to think about. And clearly, even now, I mean, people kept, you know, spouting that the Classic Era servers are dead and they're going to be dead for good. But the community itself, without really any incentive other than their own creation of the hardcore thing, revitalized these servers in a way that, you know, makes it feel like we're back in 2019, which is not that long ago, not like, but anyways, it just feels like this is like a proper classic WoW server. I mean, I look around, I see players killing mobs, I see these mobs dead, I see, you know, people are just sitting around doing their thing, questing, running around too. It's pretty cool. All right, level 9. This guy might be, there we go. Yeah, dude, we got 30 magic candles on this run. And this time, I'm going to not vendor those magic candles. I did that last time, and not like it wouldn't have made a difference in the time that we died at level 18 last run, but it, hey man, it might mean the difference in this run. You never know. Because again, it does 16 to 25 fire damage, an additional 2 fire damage over 4 seconds. So depending on how much damage it does, and you know, if it crits, there's that too. But I can mean like 2 proper hits, right? From Saitama, just like, and an instant ability there. It's a minute cooldown, so to only be able to use it once in an encounter. But I mean, I got nothing else. I got really Thunderclap is the only ability that does damage here for Saitama. Until like level 20 when we get Retaliation. That is a long ways away. "15 people in Stormwind last night fishing." Damn, are you serious? That's pretty cool. Hey man, they're smart though. because for, you know, a lot of people, I guess, in hardcore, I mean, other than from vendors, you can't really, and I'm sure they're just scaling up their profession, but you can't get anything other than the stuff that you conjure, you pick up, you get out of the world. So it's, yeah, man, it's a struggle. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Fishing certainly helps. You can use those fish for food. Maybe you'll get a nice 16-pound, you know, whatever it is, as in like an offhand, just for fun. Someone suggested that I should get one on Saitama. But I can't use professions, so it's out the window. It is nice to be back in Westfall, man. I like Westfall. It's gonna be tough leaving Westfall because I want to stay in Westfall until about level 25. We can really stretch it out, and I will. I want to be very safe and remain here as long as we can before we go on to the next zone. I want to be prepared for the next zone as much as possible, so that's the current plan. We'll have to see what happens. Yeah, man, I think Duskwood, perhaps Red Ridge, maybe even Wetlands could be the next step after Westfall. You have to weigh it out, research some of the mobs in the different zones, and then go ahead first and just see what happens. Last run, we only got one level past the personal record before that. Ooh. One punch.
Excellent.
That's an odd, I don't know if that's a duo. Whenever there's a female dwarf, I always stop and admire for a second, because very, very few people play female dwarves. I think female dwarves are the least played race gender combo in all of Alliance, and then on the Horde it's female Tauren. And you might say, well, no surprise, but, you know, if you do play on that combo, then you're special. Inherently. That's what I say. The thing about female dwarves, not a lot of people know, because no one probably even cares to try it, is you can have like the sort of the buns haircut looking thing that Princess Leia has in the Star Wars, original Star Wars trilogy. And I guess throughout Star Wars in different facets. I don't know if she always has that haircut. Anyways. Yeah, you can have that. So actually on the private server War Main, I made a female dwarf. I didn't max her out or anything on it by any means. I was sort of leveling for fun. But I think I named her Organa, because that's Leia's last name. Kind of a funny, it's just, obviously it doesn't look like Leia because she's not a human, but it's just funny that we can have the same haircut. Streamer watching you? Who's the streamer watching me? I got a stalker. Dirty Lucy, is that the streamer watching me? This doesn't make me feel any good. Saitama gets a lot of attention, unwanted or otherwise. Alright, level 9. Nice. Let's get her. Him. I don't know. There's no genders to these things. Look at me with my PC explanation. Nothing nothing like killing robots in Westfall on a Monday night. One guy's name is Owl. Is a race? A night elf? I don't know. Kind of far from an owl. Oh, I guess they can do. Oh, they can do a moonkin. There you go. They're a druid, so I was just thinking night elf. I was like, I don't know if night elves are close to owls. Okay, this guy's name is Combat. I'm not really being that creative here, bro. Gnome warrior. All right, I'll take it. Gnome warrior named Combat. It's pretty funny. Just the embodiment of combat as a gnome warrior. How many people are on? 70. Nice. Alright. Have we reached 12 hours? Yes, we have. Half a day of playtime. Still alive. Let's try to maintain that this time. Make it a 60. I'm going to do it eventually. I'm usually in the guild hardcore cadets. Right now I'm in the hardcore militia. I don't really know the difference. I think there is no difference. This is just an overflow guild. Yeah, they're packed. 1,000 guild members. Many of which I'm sure are inactive. Wow. There's only 5 members that are over 7 days. Haven't been online. So 995 have been online within the last week. I imagine those 5 are special cases, maybe like officers or something. Lazy officers, obviously, or just alts. I don't know. Hey, Logan, what's up? Loaf. Loaf. Kind of name for a night elf. Oh shit. It's okay. Rusty harvest guy. Rusty bastard. Die. Got him for a 30 hit. That's pretty good. Good crit. Might be our best hit. This run. The 18 run, I think the best hit I got was like in the 40s. I don't remember exactly. It might have been 42 or something. I don't know if we're breaking records over here. That's for sure. 42 damage though. It's pretty good for a fist, if you ask me. That's the goal, man. This is the way I see it, right? Eventually, Saitama will be so powerful that he will eventually be able to one-shot something. Right? And then it's a matter of, at 60, getting all the good gear and just using fist weapons. Maintaining the RP, but, you know, actually powering up a little bit. And, crushing some foes. I like, though, how these harvest mobs get larger and larger as you progress through the zone here. I mean, the frickin' the harvest watchers are massive. They're almost like double Saitama's height. I did a screenshot at one point. I was like, whoa. They're actually gigantic. But there are harvest reapers that are higher level even than the watchers, so I don't know how much bigger they'd be. But yeah, like these guys, they're nothing compared to the freaking harvest watchers. I felt like a gnome standing next to a human, I guess, is the comparison. What's the new PR? We got through, man, I think it was like 60% roughly, 2/3 into level 18. Yeah, dude. We only really got like a level past the prior best run, so it wasn't significant, you know. But it was good. I learned a lesson. If I this would be bad, right? If I didn't learn a lesson from dying at 18, I mean, that'd be depressing. Because then there's like no positives out of it. But I did learn a good lesson. It's that I shouldn't underestimate, like, standing on a spawn point when I'm attacking a mob. Like right now, I'm okay with it. I'm present. I'm in the area of my desk, which is the same, just sitting at my computer. But sometimes there's instant respawns, and if I'm not ready, that's it, right? So that's what happened last time. Died from an instant respawn. Telling you, John, you gotta watch every stream, dude. We need you. Good luck, John. Yeah, John, you know what? This is your fault. Let's all blame John. John, how... Unreal. I was doing just fine until John left. Thanks, John. That's a 55 experience. How many do we need to kill? 148. Not bad. 148 of these robotics to go. When I was a kid, thinking like up to early high school, I wanted to get into robotics, and then I realized how absolutely complex it is. And I was like, maybe not. Because the reason why is because I think when I was like 10 years old, my older brother, he had a birthday party with his friend, and they went, he only told me a story about this, but he went to his friend's birthday party, and there was like they had like a robot fight tournament or something, or they went to watch one, and then I like saw a clip of like robots fighting on YouTube or whatever, and I was like, dude, this is so cool. Like they had like buzz saws and like hammers and shit, and it was just so cool to me. I was like, I want to make robots. Are you doing a no quest run as well? Yeah, dude. You're reported. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you. Just next time, John, just be better. I'm just playing, dude. It is all good. I fucked up because I was not paying attention, which is something you gotta do in this game, especially when you have no gear and no weapons. So it's amazing how it took me fucking 10 attempts to realize that I have to pay attention. So good luck out there. Thanks. Thank you, sir. I won't say sir. Too formal. I'm about to die. Look at that. 25 health. I'm alright. That's why we brought actually 100 apples. I didn't buy them. I earned these apples by killing many a kobold. I mean, we killed so many kobolds to get these apples. I'm like almost afraid to eat them. I don't even know why I'm like saving them. What am I saving them for? I don't know. They'll be less and less effective as I level, but yet I don't eat them. Kind of like having 100 apples in my bags. Sense of security. Again, I just imagine Saitama just lugging around this gigantic sack of apples. Not eating a single one. I feel like that's something Saitama would do, just some random shit. It's like, I'm gonna hurt myself today. Hey, later he can sleep on the apples. I feel like that would be really uncomfortable though. Like an apple bed. I don't think so. What's the most uncomfortable thing I've slept on? I guess the floor. I used to go camping in the Boy Scouts. And, yeah, I just lay down a sleeping bag. Before I had a cot, I would lay down a sleeping bag on the bottom of my tent, and it was not great for sleep. Let's just say that. It's the kind of uncomfortable where it's like you normally sleep on your side or whatever, and like no matter what position you're in the end you just want to go on your back because it's just like, I guess, the most stable feeling, or less uncomfortable. I don't know. Synthetics, the priest. Right. I love the night sky in Westfall. Some beautiful stuff. Look at that. Staring at the stars. It's one thing I always want to do. You know, go somewhere, not a lot of light pollution, go stargazing. Alaska has beautiful, beautiful skies. The auroras and everything. I mean, yeah, dude. I've never been, but I heard it has snow. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, just clear out the little rocks and debris for the best serve. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude. That's the thing, though. Like, I'll set up the tent, and I don't know. I do it with my friends or whatever, and then I find my spot, and in the end, it's like, oh, great, yeah. There's like a jutting root. I feel like Sam in Lord of the Rings. Great root in my back, or whatever he says. I feel like a fun challenge someone could do, and maybe people do it. I don't know if it's an achievement, but like, what if you stayed in bear form the whole way through leveling? I feel like that would be a proper challenge. What are the druid challenges? Complete the hardcore challenge without at any point using an ability within the balance tab of your spellbook. Other than bear form or dire form. Okay. Unrestored. No. Wow. Naturalist. You can't use a shape-shifting ability. Wow. That's pretty wild. Basically, be a druid without being a druid. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing warrior-wise. We're being a warrior without being a warrior. So we can't have a weapon. Which is basically the defining, like, linchpin to what defines a warrior. Yes, oh, we got a stalker. I don't think they have pants on. I don't know what's going on. Some weirdos walking around. Am I right, guys? At least I embrace the full nudity. Some people go in half. They're just confused. We're getting approached. Uh-oh. Alabama. Alabama personified. I love it. People do this sometimes. They'll just... It's like get in my face when I'm like mid-combat. I'm like, thank you for staring. I don't know. Oh, dude, we got thorns. Yes. Love thorns. Well, they're helping. That was nice. Alabama. How you doing? Combat. Oh, dude, combat died. The Gnome Warrior. Man, that was a short-lived experience. Wonder what happened. Slash point to your next stalker. Yeah. Yeah, you. Watch out, you. That's a good macro to make, the point. So then they feel exposed. Then they know that I know that they're watching. I'll make that. Let's make that. That's a good point. Picture. Let's see. I feel like there's like a priest. Hold on. I'm not. Yeah, we'll do the. How about this? The renew. Someone helped me. I did the train by accident. Alright, anyways, point. Whoa, we got thorns again. Thank you. Where do we get thorns from? Oh, this person. Alabama. It is getting pretty late. I'm gonna have to stop soon. Sorry for the short playthrough here. Damn, we have all our health. Dude, all these buffs are wild. I feel like a legend. Alabama. Alabama's really helping us out. Who would have thought Alabama's a female night elf? Slash yawn, yeah. Just totally insult them. Just be like, you are a bore. Unreal. Damn, the computer overheats so easily. Oh no, I don't have the fan on. I'm an idiot. I have this underside, like, fan thing. I could survive killing this guy. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Alabama. This guy's name is TH. His name is... What kind of name is that? Absolutely no vowels.
Excellent.
I'll say you. Thank you. You. Cheer. I like the pointing. Alabama loves you. Yeah, man. Well, it's good that we got approval from one of the U.S. states. Oh, shit. I'll be watching for your death message. I'll live this time. I swear. Cry. Yeah, dude. I might even cry too. If I die again, that would suck. That would suck. I mean, legitimately, it took all of Sunday, all of my Sunday. I mean, I was doing other stuff on the side, but still, I mean, I had to play pretty much all day to get to Westfall in a timely manner.
Excellent.
We got a stalker. I know, Alabama's stalking. But I kind of like it. Why? Because we get thorns. It's always good if you have a useful stalker, you know what I mean? I'll make that exception. If you're a stalker but you're useful, I don't mind. But I don't want it to... Anyways, I always try to fucking not ask for help. You know? But, anyways. Alabama back in action. You, thanks. Remember, Alabama. The South will rise again. What's it called? Yeah, man. Useful stalkers. Look, if you stalk me, at least, you know, I don't know, give me a glass of water or something. Don't, like, put drugs in it. Just normal water, please. I'll take. But, yeah. Something useful. Speaking of water, I gotta drink water. Not alcohol. Actually, don't know when the last time I had alcohol was. I think it might have been... I had like a couple of sips of stuff, I guess, at like 23, 24 maybe, when I was in when I was living in Taiwan. These days, I am in the U.S. down in Florida. I'm not a Florida man though, so I haven't yet evolved to that status of insanity, I guess. I might become a Florida man from this. Not from Florida, but from this. My brain will be fried not by the sun, but by the Saitama. I'm listening to music on the side. I can't share it with you guys. I wish I could, but I just, you know, I try to stick to the YouTube rules. Very strict YouTube. If you play any music, it, you know, they shut you down. They find you, they, like, send someone to you and kill you. Yeah. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to die because of copyrighted music. This is, oh, I thought this place was cleared. Here we go. Dude, thorns. We got Mark the Wild. We got prayer, fortitude, prayer, word of prayer, what the fuck is it called? Prayer, power word, fortitude. Jesus. That's how you know I'm good at this game. I don't even know the most basic buff. For the priest. I know it. I'm just... whatever. My mind is an enigma, like Patrick Star says in SpongeBob. Forget when he says that. Patrick has a surprisingly good vocabulary. And, I don't. So. Westfall's a gem. You said it, dude. It's the music, man. The music, it's the mobs. I mean, the Defias Pillagers can go, you know, can go drown, but everything else is pretty good. I mean, I like Dead Mines. Dead Mines is awesome. Power Ward, Power Ward, Power Ward. I can't. I think I was doing okay just there. Power Word, Power Word, Power Word, Power Word. Like, it turns into something that's not those two words. I don't know what it is. It's like you're almost saying power word. Power word? That's what it sounds like to me. This music I'm listening to, really great music. That's all I can share. Try this one. Harry Potter Party. Harry Potter Party, Harry Potter Party, Harry Potter. Okay, I'm done. I don't think it works. My first name is actually Harry. Last name is not Potter. But when I introduce my name, I always say Harry like Harry Potter. Why? Because for whatever godforsaken reason, I say Harry and people think it's like Eric or something. I'm like, how do you get... Where'd you get Eric? Like, I just don't... I didn't say Eric. There was no C. There was... So, you know, maybe I need to enunciate, I guess. Yeah, Eric. Like that is like the first predominant guess from people. I say, hey, my name's Harry. I say, oh, hey, Eric, what's going on? I'm like, oh, okay, well, thanks for trying. That and, like, I don't know. People always assume, too, that it's, like, it's short for... I know Harry is of nickname origin, the name, but I'm actually just Harry. So people think it's, like, Henry, Harold, Henrique sometimes. I mean, it's just incredible people make up. Hey, we got another bag that we don't need. So I'm going to vendor that, actually. My name's John. Most people hear Sean. Enrique. Yeah, but they say Henrique with an H. I'm like, dude, like, you're just making up shit. Like, I don't even know. Like, you're not being serious. You know? There's that and, yeah, Harold, Henry. Mostly people think Henry, like it's short for Henry. I'm like, okay, it's understandable. But I say, no, it's just Harry. Oh, we lost Thorns. Damn it. Well, it was a good run. Doomkins. It's a good name, just don't die. Says the guy who died like 400 times and is still in Westfall. That's your Florida name now, Henrique. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's how I make it into the Hall of Florida Man. Not Hall of Fame, Hall of Florida Man. You missed the death alert for the 54 pallet. Oh, did I? Shit. Oh, shit. 54. Oof. That must suck, too. God damn it. At 54? I mean, your life, at that point, right, would flash before your eyes. On the brink of death. I think if I died at that level, you'd honestly probably go through the stages of grief. Like, real life shit would happen to you in that regard, emotionally. Be like in denial phase. Be like, nah, this ain't happening. Whatever the other phases are. I didn't major in whatever that fucking category of knowledge is. But, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I felt that when I died at 18. I sort of denied it at first. But it vocalized that I was upset, but like I was still like in my mind. I was like, there's no way I just died. So, you know. Lots of fun over in Saitama Town. And the goal this time, if you can believe it, is to not die. I know, just a stunning realization. Hold on, I'm trying to take a screenshot for the thumbnail. No, that's not good. One time I tried to take a screenshot for a thumbnail and I actually died doing it. So I'm not going to do that again with such risk. I don't want to die because of a thumbnail for YouTube, so that's alright, let's go. Let me see, back up a little, get some space. I want to get a good like club on the screen here. See, this guy's in the way though. Shit. Let's see. guess that works. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, that's fine. I think I got a good shot. That's good enough. Alright, I'm gonna kill... Hey man, we got pretty far in. 48%, that's pretty good. That was pretty fast for like an hour of play, basically. Get to the moon. My head is the moon. Oh, you're saying... Oh, you're saying the moon for the... Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, hold on. I don't know. How do I do this? Are we going to do one of these? It's kind of a nasty crotch shot. Hold on. I was going to say my head is the moon. He's bald. Hold on a second. It's like, it's unfortunate that it's just directly above us. Hold on. I don't even know. Here we go. Bald head with the moon. Something like that. Alright, I don't mind that. That's pretty good. Nice. Alright, let's put that on there. Your head is the moon. Yeah, man, that's the power of Saitama. His head has the power to move the waves or whatever. That's what the moon does. A lot of hidden benefits to Saitama's head. One of which is that it is literally the moon. Which might not even really be a hidden benefit. Wouldn't be a benefit really at all. Certainly hidden though. You wouldn't know it. Okay, here we go. I don't know. Is that a good thumbnail here? Wait, did I not use this? Hold on a second. Did I not use this? Well, you know, it's funny you mention it. I'm really into N64. It is my favorite console. You're gonna hate me. I never grew up with Zelda. I grew up with Smash Bros, with Mario Party 3, with Space Invaders, you know, Hydra Thunder, Perfect Dark. I actually didn't have GoldenEye. I had Perfect Dark. But I want to play Ocarina of Time. I want to play Majora's Mask. I've never played. Never. And I want to. And I will. But first, Saitama. Saitama Sensei. Alright, I'm actually going to log out before I get myself killed for being an idiot. Which I am. So, call it there. We'll call it early-ish. I mean, it's not early right now. It's like 12 midnight. But, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. You guys are the best. And I'll see you on the flippy flop. It is the best. N64 is just so great. Alright, guys. Check you later.